Now then, people, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy, Just Joe, and today we're diving into some massive transfer news that's got Leeds fans and myself buzzing. Emiliano Buendia, the talented Argentine playmaker from Aston Villa, could be on his way to Ellen Road in a £16.8 million move. The newly promoted side Leeds are looking to make a statement in the Premier League, and the potential signing could be a game changer. So in today's video, we'll break down why this transfer makes sense for Leeds United, the history behind it, and what it could mean for both clubs. So if you're excited about this story, don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and of course, ring the bell for more football updates. And let's get into it. So then, folks, what's the big news? Well, on May the 30th, today, football writer Sebastian Vidal dropped a bombshell over on X saying that Leeds United are preparing a £16.8 million bid for Aston Villa's Emiliano Buendia. According to Vidal, Villa boss Unai Emery has given his blessing for the move, and Buendia himself is ready for a fresh start. Leeds manager Daniel Farke is reportedly keen to reunite with the 28-year-old Argentine at Ellen Road. This isn't just a random rumour as well. Of course, we know there is a lot of history and context here that makes this transfer really intriguing. So let's dig deeper into why Leeds are targeting Buendia. One of the biggest reasons, straight out of the gate, this move makes sense is because of the connection between Buendia and Daniel Farke. The two have worked together at Norwich City back in the 18-19 season, and they were a match made in heaven. That year, Buendia was part of Norwich's championship-winning squad, scoring 8 goals and providing 12 assists as they secured promotion back to the Premier League. Farke knew exactly how to get the best out of Buendia, using his creativity and flair to unlock defences, which is something Leeds United lacked under Farke last season. We had it with Rutter, not so much with Brendan. Now, fast forward to 2025, and Farke has obviously guided Leeds back to the Premier League after 2 seasons in the Championship. And it's no surprise he wants to bring in a player he trusts, especially one with Buendia's versatility, as he can play as an attacking midfielder or out wide on the left. Their past successes together at Norwich make this a reunion that could really work for Leeds United. Now let's talk about why Buendia himself may be on the move. Well, since joining Villa from Norwich in 2021, which at the time was for a club record fee of £33 million, things haven't gone according to plan for the Argentine. He struggled to nail down a regular starting spot, especially under Unai Emery. And if we're being honest, we've seen Aston Villa really take it to the next level. When you're bringing in players like Marcus Rashford, Marcus Asensio, is it any wonder that Buendia is struggling for minutes? We have to say that, because he's not quite on that echelon of player, but he would certainly improve Leeds United. Of course, a serious ACL injury back in 2023 as well kept him out for nearly a year. And even after returning, he only managed 8 Premier League appearances that season. Earlier this year, Villa did loan him out to Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, we were after him at that time, but he said he'd done it hard yards in the Championship, and I understand that as a player. But reports say the stint at Leverkusen was a bit of a flop, and he's barely made an impact in the Bundesliga, so much so they don't want to take him on a permanent. That doesn't mean he's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. Now, with Villa undergoing a squad overhaul, players like Emilia Martinez, players like Leon Bailey are also linked with exits. We know how PSR, FFP, etc. works. It's clear now that Buendia isn't part of Emery's long-term plans, and that's where Leeds come in, ready to offer him a fresh start, a new home, and a return and reunion with his manager, Daniel Farke. Now, Leeds United are back in the Premier League, and we're not here to mess around. You know, after securing promotion, the 49ers enterprises have issued £120 million in new shares to fund a massive transfer window and a stadium expansion. Reports from a number of sources have said Leeds will have a budget of around about £150 million to spend. And if you can bring someone in of Buendia's quality for just around about 16 million, that's still a lot of money sloshing about to spend elsewhere. We are desperate to avoid the yo-yo cycle of promotion and relegation. It's not something we want to do. And Buendia at 16.8 million would be a statement signing, affordable, but very, very impactful, and would improve what we already have. I was just saying the other day, Hamer for 20 million would be a great price. I think Buendia at 16 is even better. Daniel Farke, we as Leeds fans and the 49ers know the Premier League is a different beast, and he needs experienced players who can handle that pressure. Buendia has Premier League experience from Villa and from Norwich and fits the bill perfectly. Plus, Leeds United, as we know, have been linked with other big names like Liverpool's Kostas Tsimikas, Qui Van Kelleher. We mean business, and I believe when the transfer window opens on Sunday, we'll start to see dominoes falling. Things will start to get moving. So why does this, transfer make sense? Well, Buendia's playing style is a perfect match for Farke's system. He's a creative spark who can play them killer passes. He can dribble past defenders and chip in with goals and assists, something Leeds United could certainly use in the Premier League. Second, his price tag of 16.8 million is a bargain compared to the £33 million Villa paid for him back in 2021. And third, as we know, Leeds have tracked this player for quite some time now. Reports from earlier in the year, like one from Team Talk in 2025, January, and reports that we've read, said that we were in the race at that point. Leverkusen beat them to a loan deal, but we were certainly after him in January. So now that Buendia is back on the market, we have a clear path. And finally, there's no major competition for his signature right now, which makes the deal quite easy and quite likely to happen in Leeds United's favour. So what happens next then with this transfer saga? Well, as of now, it is still a rumour, but the signs are promising. Sebastian Vidal's report on X, plus other credible sources all align. Birmingham Live just reported yesterday that Leeds' interest is solid. However, we'll need to wait for confirmation from the clubs or a top-tier journalist, the likes of Fabrizio Romano, to know for sure if this deal goes through. But it would be and could be a massive coup for Leeds United, a proven Premier League talent, reigniting with a manager that got the best out of him. It makes perfect sense. But listen, if it does fall apart, Leeds will likely pivot to other targets because we've got the budget to make things happen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you like the idea of Buendia reuniting with Farke? And at 16 million, it's a snip. Or would you prefer us go for someone like Hamer or just an unknown entirely? Let me know in the comments. But that is it for today's video. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for more transfer updates. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Leeds is Leeds.